Konnichiwa. I will discuss about Japanese culture and tradition. First, I will discuss the Japanese religions. Religion. Religion once featured heavily in Japan public sphere with both Shinto and Buddhism each being the state religions at different points in Japanese history. However, secularism has been a prominent aspect of Japanese society since the introduction of the Constitution of Japan. The secular nature of Japanese society can be seen in the demographic of religions affiliation. No single religion is particularly dominant, and people often follow a combination of practices from the multiple religious traditions. According to the government of Japan, 69% of the population practices Shinto, 67.7% practices Buddhism, and 1.5% practice Christianity, and 6.92 practices other religions as of 2018. One, however, people tend to identify with no religion when asked about religion's belief. For instance, when asked which religion they personally believe in, 62% of responders selected non, 31% selected Buddhism, 3% selected Shinto, 1% selected Christianity, 1% selected some other religion, and 2% did not respond. This reflects a general view of Shinto and Buddhism as offset practices or a way of life that can be practices in conjunction with other beliefs. Moreover, people generally do not hold or express intense religious feelings except for those who feel strongly connected to their religious identity. The Shinto in Japan. Shinto, literally meaning the way of kami, is the term used to refer to various religions, myths, beliefs, and rituals that are indigenous people to Japan. The localized nature of Shinto means there is no formal central authority and there is a great diversity in beliefs and practices. Nonetheless, there are a number of commonalities such as the beliefs in the existence of kami, visiting shrines to perform rituals, and the importance of maintaining purity. The late 19th to early 20th century saw the rise of state Shinto, which linked the imperial family and the nationality ideology to Shinto. Though shrines became sponsored and monitored by the government, citizens were strongly encouraged to respect the emperor as a divine being, and other religions were highly discouraged. When Japan officially and formally became secular in 1947, state Shinto was disestablished in the emperor divine statues was removed. Nonetheless, this historical legacy means there are sometimes controversies surrounding the presence of Shinto in state affairs today, such as the use of Shinto symbols, state function, kami, and spirits. The foundation of Shinto is a belief in the existence of guardians or protecting deities known as kami. It is true that there are hundreds of kami that interrelate in multiple ways. Some kami have names and life narrative, like the sun's goddess Amaterasu. Some are seen as personification or nature, and some are considered to the spirits like animate natural features like water, large trees, or mountains. Each kami has varying degrees of power and is capable of gracious or destructive action. Alongside the kami, there are other kinds of spirits, such as messengers of individuals kami. This messenger usually manifests in an animal's form, for instance, the messenger of the great kami. Inari is depicted as a fox, Shrines for kami are often filled with statues of the messenger. Other spirits include those that perform ill-intended acts as well as vengeful spirits who require pacification often through Buddhist rituals or other means. The shrines and Shinto rituals. A shrine is the main place where Shinto prayers and ritual take place. There are hundreds of thousands of shrines throughout Japan, of which most are household shrines, family shrines, or public local shrines in varying sizes. The latter are often cared for by priests who manage the offering presented to the specific kami at the location. Many shrines are located within natural settings, such as garden or wooded forest. Shrine is in more secluded areas, often have a gateway known as a torii that demarcates the area where the kami resides. Torii, especially those in vibrant red, have become a major recognizable symbol of Japan. Visitors to shrines usually performs a number of short rituals taking only a few minutes. The individual usually purify themselves by sprinkle water on their hands and face. They then ring a bell located at the shrine to gain the attentions of the kami, followed by a bow of reverence and a clap. Finally, they stand in silence while offering a prayer. Such prayers are not usually directed to a specifically kami, but rather generally as for recovery from illness, to pass an entrance exam, to gain good fortune, and so forth. People may visit their local shrines daily, often on their routine to work and to commemorate life cycle events. The popular public shrines may host large-scale ritual service and major annual festivals. The unique beliefs in Japan. Shintoism is Japan's indigenous spirituality. It is believed that every living things in nature, example trees, rocks, flowers, animals, even sounds, contains kami or gods. Consequently, Shinto principles can be seen throughout Japanese culture. Their nature and the turning of the seasons are cherished. The Japanese cuisine. Japanese cuisine is encompasses the regional and traditional food of Japan, which have developed through centuries of political, economic, and social changes. The traditional cuisine of Japan is based on rice with miso soup and other dishes. Is an emphasis on seasonal ingredients. The Japanese traditional festive occasions. Some festivals have their roots in Chinese festival centuries ago, but have undergone great changes as they mix with local customs. Some are so different that they do not even remotely resemble the original festival, despite sharing the same name and date. There are also various local festivals, example, Tobata Gion, that are mostly unknown outside a given prefecture. Unlike most people in East Asia, Japanese people generally do not celebrate Lunar New Year, because it having been supplanted by the Western New Year Day on January 1st in the late 19th century. Although many Chinese residents in Japan, as well as some shrines and temples for religious purposes, still celebrate Lunar New Year in parallel with the Western New Year in Yokohama, Chinatown. Japan biggest Chinatown. Tourists from all over Japan come to enjoy the festival. Similarly, for Nagasaki's Lantern Festival, that is based in Nagasaki, Chinatown. For more detailed information on the New Year celebration, see Japanese New Year. And that's all the Japanese culture and traditions. Thank you for watching.